Ladies and gentlemen, as you guys know, over the past couple of weeks, Season 2 of Vanguard and Warzone have got delayed. So with that, we were kind of left up in the air as to what is actually coming, and with that, we hadn't really received any teasers, images, anything along those lines. I made a video last week talking about the leaks regarding this. Today, I can actually show you some of those images because via PlayStation, these images got leaked. This happens seemingly every single season with these images, and here we are back once again talking about it. Now with this, we don't have a roadmap or anything like that. As soon as we get information about that, I will keep you guys updated, but as of right now, no roadmap, just the images, and then a couple of more leaks that don't really make any sense to me, and we will go over what those are. Some of them we covered last week. The other ones that we're going to cover later on in the video just blow my mind. It's crazy to me, and it's kind of actually what happened last year with history somewhat repeating itself, and you'll see what I mean by that as we dive into the video. But first things first, let's take a look at this image that I'm talking about and discuss everything that we can take away from that and everything that we know thus far about Season 2. So this is the image that I talked about last week. Wasn't able to show it, but now it's out, and in fact, Call of Duty actually tweeted it earlier today. We'll dive into that in a second. But essentially, there's 6 different things that you can take away from this image, and this image alone. First of all, we have our 3 new characters. So front and center, middle, the big person in the background, that is Anna. She is the one riding the motorcycle front and center. And then we have our other 2 characters known as Thomas and Gustavo. Both of these characters have somewhat similar skins to characters that we saw in Black Ops Cold War, but they of course will be new within Call of Duty Vanguard. All of these characters will be coming throughout Season 2, just like we've seen before. Now the other 2 new things are weapons. So the 2 weapons that are being held by Thomas and Gustavo include the Chauchette, which is a French machine rifle, which I'm guessing is going to fall into the LMG category. We'll talk about that in a second. But as far as this goes, it was used by the French army between 1908 and 1948, so saw some use within World War II, and it's going to be an automatic LMG. That's my best guess. And the reason for that is because the other weapon being held in that image is the KG M40 or M1940. This was used by the Swedish army in the 1940s. And as far as this weapon goes, it's considered an automatic rifle, and I'm guessing this one's going to fall in the assault rifle category. The Chauchette is going to fall in the LMG. I could have that backwards. They could go either way, but that is my best guess. And these will probably be the 2 weapons that are within the battle pass and that you'll be able to unlock right away. Of course, we will be getting more weapons throughout the season, but as of now, it looks like these are the 2 that we will see. Now, going back to that image that we saw before, the other thing that we got out of today was the tweet from Call of Duty saying the front lines are getting reinforced. Get ready for armored war machines coming to Vanguard and Warzone on February 14th. Now, this has me worried because if we look at the image, we have a motorcycle and we have tanks. I was not a very big fan of tanks in Modern Warfare, and I definitely don't want to see tanks coming to Warzone. Maybe I'm alone in that one. You guys can let me know what you think down in the comments, but that is my opinion on this one and something I don't really want to see. Now, based off of some other leaks, there's a leak that there is a new type of airplane also coming to Warzone as well, which is some sort of bomber airplane that can quite literally drop bombs out of the air. People are already not happy with the airplanes in there and the amount of aim assist that they have, things along those lines. So to see another type of plane come in has me also worried. Now, based off of that image once again, there's a current rumor that the big mode and big thing coming to Vanguard this season is something called Ground War. Very similar to what we saw of a mix between Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War. Black Ops Cold War had Fire Team, which was kind of like your squad of 4 drops in, and then you kind of go around this map, you collect loot, you kill people, you get points, things along those lines. Whereas Ground War in Modern Warfare was a more traditional Call of Duty mode on a very large map with vehicles, with things along those lines. Based off of what I'm hearing, I have a feeling that it's going to be lean a lot more to the side of the Ground War from Modern Warfare than the Fire Team from Black Ops Cold War, but we're not really sure. We haven't seen gameplay. We haven't really seen any leaks regarding about it, just that it is coming and that there is going to be vehicles in that mode, hence why we are seeing vehicles in that image. Now, in the last video, we talked about leaked maps and everything like that. I'm not going to go over that in this video because, again, it's leaks and we should be getting real information any day now, and when we do, of course, I will be going over that. But the one thing I did want to go over, and the thing that confuses me, is that yesterday we received a bunch of leaks that we are actually going to be getting new Black Ops Cold War weapons coming to Warzone. So generally speaking, they're going to be coming out in Black Ops Cold War. You play that game, you level them up, and then you can use them within Warzone. This is identical to what we saw in Modern Warfare. Now, the question is why would they be doing this? It's to keep the last game relevant. People are still playing that game. They're going to level up weapons, doing things in that. They're trying to keep that game relevant, just like they did with Modern Warfare. Now, Black Ops Cold War was not as big as Modern Warfare, so it makes a little bit less sense, and And once again, it divides the community between playing Vanguard, playing Black Ops Cold War, or you could just play Warzone and level them up that way. But in some circumstances, that takes a lot longer. There is ways to cheese it and level it up a lot faster. But based off of these leaks, we're going to be getting new assault rifles and stuff coming to Black Ops Cold War. And I'm not really going to give too much of my opinion on this. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Do you think that's a good thing for Warzone? Because of course they're going to be in there as well. Do you think it's a bad thing? Do you think they should just be focusing on Vanguard? Or are you one of those players who maybe is still playing Black Ops Cold War and this is a good thing and more content for you? As of right now, there's no word as to whether Black Ops Cold War will be getting more maps like Modern Warfare did, but I kind of highly doubt that one. But I guess only time will tell, and we'll have to wait and see. Now, diving back into this image, I've heard a lot of people say that that explosion in the background is the volcano going off within Warzone. If you ask me, I don't think that's what's going on here. I think this is more so hinting towards whatever is going to happen with the ground war mode, not necessarily a volcano explosion within Warzone. However, it very well could be, and that is something that has been rumored for a long time. There's calling cards within the game that look a lot like that, and of course, there's a volcano on the map, so at some point, a big event would make sense for that to be that. However, over the past little while, we haven't really received any big events or big changes regarding the Warzone map. However, there was some leaked information about the Warzone map, including a new location called Tramway, a new mode called Caldera Clash, which is basically on the Caldera, a team deathmatch kind of mode, like we saw in Verdansk, an armored convoy vehicle coming within Warzone. I really hope there is no tanks, but again, that's my opinion. And then heroic rarity loot, which at this point, I don't exactly know how that's going to differ from what's already currently in the game, maybe more attachments, something along those lines. Very hard to say, but that's what we know as of right now. So just diving into my current opinion on this, I don't know what this is going to do for the game. As far as Warzone goes, it's pretty straightforward what they're doing. New characters, new weapons, probably a little map update, and some little changes to the gameplay here or there. It's pretty much what they do at the beginning of every single season with Warzone, and I don't see that affecting it too much unless they add in tanks, which we will have a whole separate conversation about if that does eventually happen. However, as far as Vanguard goes, I don't know how adding a ground war mode is actually going to affect the player base. I'm sure the first day back, people want to try it, give it a try, hop in, play the game, and maybe people will really like it. But as for me, it's not really what I necessarily want in the game. I don't know. I was never really big on ground war and Modern Warfare. That being said, I know a lot of people were. It just wasn't really my cup of tea. I like the smaller games, and I really like what they did with combat pacing, and I didn't think they really needed a ground war mode. But again, I could be completely wrong about this, and that's why I'm asking for your guys' opinion. Let me know what you think of what they're changing here, what they're adding in, and everything new that we know so far. And as we get updated on more new things, I will keep you guys updated with new videos. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, have notifications on. If you enjoyed the video, it is always appreciated if you hit that like button. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.
We are